300 doctors who use that for lab and for X-ray and for PT and for chemotherapy. In fact, probably most of our outpatient business comes from outside of Stafford County. But there's still people that don't realize that. Every time I went out before, I'd run into people that didn't have any idea. Sometimes it takes asking the doctor, because you go to your doctor and you say, well, I want you to come in for lab work. Okay, you go in for lab work. If you say, well, can I have that lab work at Stafford? Some of them argue with you because it's money in their pocket. But many of them will eventually let you know, okay, you can go over there and do it. We've had them do it, and you know they do good work. Same thing with X-ray. It's a heck of a lot closer for a lot of us.
That process of you driving anymore too, the closer the better too.
Yeah. So yeah, that's some of the things we're hoping
We
to
think
do.
these health fairs are important. Every time we have one, we hear several incidents from fellows that works here in Stafford. He's not that, he didn't know it before.
What's a bargain on health care if you go to that and get all the lab work done for what it costs?
And it's, you know, it's a health service I think that we need to promote more. And
I think if you do what you're wanting to do,
yeah,
it's good to people.
Yeah. And I think that, again, we get out, we do a lot of advertising of the one that we have, but a lot of people outside of St. John Stafford area really don't come. And, you know, we went from one Saturday to 5 days a week
I
to
think
try to
that's-
cover more people.
I think it's a better deal, because you don't have to stand so far
It's
behind.
easier on my staff.
It is, yeah,
It's
right.
easier.
We went out here with anybody out there anymore.
Yeah, and, but, you know, we can take it to them, and we may do something, maybe we'll do something with the schools. We did that with the Stafford School. We went in and had a mini health fair there, picked up a lot. So it's good ideas.
Have you had any encouragement on physician recruiting, or?
Well, no, it's not a whole lot of encouragement, a lot of discouragement. We've had one that we were pretty interested in, which you and I visited about. He just kind of faded off. He's went through the recruiter. The recruiter was waiting for some additional information, which we really need to have. And he just kind of faded into the background, won't contact him. And we get a lot of those that even though they're interested, you call them and talk to them, and you never hear anything back. Town's too small or whatever. There's a few that we turn down, but we have one that may be available in a year. We are hearing is interested, but you know, until we actually get the person in here. Because I had another one that was very interested, and that person is not very interested because they needed things that we didn't have here.
Maxfield, we had one, that lady from Maxfield.
We're talking about the same one.
Yeah.
I just wasn't going to use a name. Yeah. I worked on that one for several years and had a lot of phone calls and some personal meetings and just couldn't swing it.
I don't think so.
Yeah. The fact that we don't have maternity, it's actually surprising. A lot of them are coming out now wanting to use that. We don't have surgery. That kind of cuts a few of them out. And then some of them, we had a guy in western Kansas that wanted to go into a rural area. He didn't mean quite this rural.
We were too rural.
From western Kansas, you said?
Yeah, well, he was in Garden City.
Oh, okay.
He didn't mean this small, I guess I put it that way.
Didn't have an Applebee's.
No, he didn't have Applebee's. Of course, Applebee's is not always so good.
No.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, gentlemen.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you much.
District Court's up next.
All right. Come in.
Are you ready for us?
Yes.
Morning.
Morning, how are you today?
Yes.
Good to see everybody.
It's good to be seen.
I'm Mike Keeley. I'll introduce myself again. You guys know Mary and John Easer and Serena. All right. Does everybody have your budgets?
All
right, I'll go ahead. We're requesting for the court system a $3,000 increase this year. Last year it was $61,000, and we are asking for $64,000 this year. If you go to page 3 is kind of our breakdown. two major increases. We're asking for $1,000 additional up on the second line under legal defense. Last year we had budgeted $26,500. We're asking for an additional $1,000 this year. We did spend $33,000 last year, but John and I talked with our contract attorneys, and we renegotiated a lesser monthly price, so that's about $35,000 to $4,000 less what they're going to be paid next year, and they've agreed to do that. A couple of the reasons I think it was a little higher last year, I know Mr. Shepak had kind of had a little bit of a backlog, and he kind of caught things up to some extent, I believe. And I think it's a little level off, hopefully. You know, you never know what the legal costs are going to be, but I think things are running fairly smooth now, and there's not a big rush of catch-up cases. The other thing down toward the bottom of the line, office equipment, we've asked for an additional $2,000 there. John, you might, or Mary, you might kind of explain what we're wanting to get a new server for our computers.
Yeah, the server that I have, they called from Topeka, wanted to know if I was getting a new server soon, because I'm about to run out of space. So I need a new server that's got more space. We've started imaging our documents, and they're taking a lot more of our hard drive, so. But eventually, they're working towards e-filing, so we're gonna need more space for that too, so.
And the imaging has been nice. If I want to take a look at a Barton or Stafford County case in Barton, I can just get on the computer. We can see the whole file without having someone bring us the file anymore. It's on the computer.
Really nice.
I can look at it.
Yeah, it really is. It's really, and then we can also, if the attorneys want us to, we can just email them their copies of the documents instead of making copies. So hopefully that'll cut down on the
Paper calls.
little copy. Yeah, exactly.
Fine too, probably.
Yeah.
Picking it up.
Yeah.
So with the legal defense, we think the 27.5 is going to be very realistic this year. The only thing, since we prepared this budget, maybe you've watched or read in the papers, there's the Supreme Court of Kansas came out with a new decision saying that juvenile cases, a juvenile offender has a right to have a jury trial. Now, some people are saying this is the end of the world, it's going to create lots of additional costs. Other people are saying, you know, let's wait and see. We're kind of along the lines, let's sit back and wait and see if there's going to be a major increase. You know, we have some pretty reasonable attorneys. The county attorney usually negotiates cases that he feels are appropriate, and if not, then we'll try them. But I think the legislature doesn't even know what they're going to do. You know, I think we just sit back and wait, and this time next year we may tell you, man, we missed that. We had to have 5 or 6 jury trials. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know for sure, but that could be a problem that might arise over the next year. But we're pretty much taking the position with all of our counties that let's just sit down and wait and see what happens. Most of the attorneys are fairly reasonable. Of course, not always is it the attorney. Sometimes you have a parent that says, my gosh, my little Johnny wouldn't have done that, and we're going to go to a jury trial and determine that. I still think that's only going to happen in the more severe type cases. If they're charged with something seriously, you know, like a rape or some type of sexual battery charge, and they may want the jury trial. You know, the theft, the misdemeanor type stuff, even the lower level felonies, I still think they'll probably negotiate and work those out. John, anything you'd like to kind of add?
I just want to remind the commissioners that on page 3, you'll see right here, about 2/3, 3/4 of the way down, you say district expense with an asterisk. And then you turn to page 7, and you see another budget breakdown. Actually, district expense is that shared expense across all 5 counties in the judicial district. And it's for the judges' expenses, my expenses, and court services expenses. So you'll see yeah, that's broken down by population at the very bottom of page 7. And Stafford County's portion is 8%, which is $8,720, which is what you see in the budget amount. And that's it. Barton County fronts the whole $109,000, so we just pay Barton County on a monthly basis at 8%, or whatever it is. And you can see, we usually don't spend that amount, so it hasn't gone up for 5 or 6, maybe even more years. So I just wanted to remind you that that's, page 7 is just a breakdown of what that line item for district expenses.
Sabrina's with our court services. Sabrina, anything you'd want to add, or?
Kurt Kennedy still comes down. He's got 24 people that he sees in Stafford County. And for us, probably the biggest change later on in the year will be starting the LSIR, which is the assessment tool that Community Corrections uses, and we'll be using that tool with our precinct's investigations on the felonies.
And the last thing I've got is we have a check here for $180. It's from court bonding system, which has been eliminated. We used to have a court bonding where, you know, if you put up 10%, then the county would keep that, and then that money we'd apply towards costs and fines. Well, the bond company had a pretty strong lobby, and they eliminated that, and now you can't have a court bonding system. You have to pay the bondsman, who just keeps the money, which that's the way it is. So we used to keep some money. We'd give you anywhere from $500 to $700, $800. Well, this year it's $180. We're returning back, and you're probably not going to get. We have like 3 cases left that haven't been resolved. So you may get a little bit more, but that's what you're getting this year. That's probably about the end of it.
At the end of it, then.
Yeah.
All right.
So we appreciate you taking a look at it, consider it, and approve it if you would.
All right, thank you
All
very
right.
much. Good then.
Thank you all.
Thanks a lot.
Is anywhere in here about the elevator?
No, no, but I have been, I was gonna tell you, Debbie and I have been talking about that, and she's got some place in Great Bend, you know.
Custom floors.
Custom floor.
They haven't got back to us yet.
Yeah, because she was looking at the carpet outside, I guess, or something, so she was just gonna see, put the tile in with it too, so. As soon as she hears from that, we'll see, but I'm watching my calendar.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yes,
Yep.
that's true.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right. All right.
Anything else out there right now? Anything else in one right now?
I've got some tax payments you can look
Yeah.
over. That's from the Board of Tax Appeals relating to Midwest Energy. We had to refund the tax. That's all I've got.
Anybody else, anything?
No.
We'll recess.
Something like that, where somebody just swings in, puts it on their hitch and takes off with it.
Okay.
Well, as Nita has probably told you, we most likely have to go into an executive session to discuss a personnel matter involving a non-elected person.
How long, Joe?
I'm gonna suggest 20 minutes. We can always extend it.
I move we have a 20-minute executive session for non-elected personnel.
No second?
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. We are.
I wonder if we could go in executive session to discuss personnel for 15 minutes?
I make the motion, we go into executive.
I'm fine. I mean, I don't have anything in court until 1 o'clock, so.
Executive session for 15
I'm
minutes
your
for
boy.
non-elected personnel.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are in. Anybody else have anything
We
else?
have the
Sam?
tax roll adjustments.
Oh, we haven't got tax
please.
roll. Sorry about that.
I make the motion, we do these tax rolls adjustment.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Anything else?
Nothing.
If not, I'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
I so move.
We are adjourned.
Adjourn.